Welcome everybody to the start of the final season of the F1 Championship Edition career. We're here for, the first episode, for the first race of Bahrain Grand Prix. So, yeah, the start of the final season, the longest running series on my channel. This is, it's going to be like 90 episodes altogether through 5 seasons. That's 18 races, of course. I don't know how it works out to that, but it seems to do. I think it was about 90 episodes, but yeah, there was a bit of speculation over the winter months as well, of what team I'd be driving for the start of, for the final season. Whether we're going to stay at Honda, move to McLaren, maybe even Renault, or maybe even finish out at Toyota. But I can confirm that I have signed for Ferrari to start the final season, to take Michael Schumacher's place for the final season of the F1 Championship Edition career. We come in as a 2-time world champion looking for our 3rd straight championship, and here we are in Bahrain looking to win our first race for Ferrari for the Scuderia. That's the fuel strategy so far, and of course here we go. Yep, we're in Bahrain, as I've said before, or a few times now. That is the circuit layout, 6 laps today for the final Bahrain Grand Prix of the F1 Championship Edition career, which I'm looking forward to how this season's going to go, but I'm not looking forward to finishing the career, to be fair. But here we go, let's look at where everybody else lines up. So me and Alonso, championship contenders last year, on the front row. Felipe Massa, brand new teammate this year, in 3rd. Montoya 4th, Fisichella 5th. Barrichello returning to Honda. He's qualified P6 ahead of his teammate Button, who qualified 11th. Raikkonen is 7th, Trulli 8th, Heidfeld 9th, and Coulthard with the Red Bull in the top 10. So let's get down to the grid. Let's have a look at the rest of the lineup. Of course, there's Button, Rosberg, Klein, Ralf Schumacher, Webber, Villeneuve, Liuzzi, Speed, Montero, Albers, Ide, and Sato, the usual suspects at the back of the grid. So here we are. The lights are coming on. When they go out, we'll be starting, and we'll be underway for the final time in F1 Championship Edition. For Bahrain, we're underway for the final season, season number 5. We get off to an okay start there. We had to cut off Fernando Alonso slightly there coming off the grid, but we're down into turn 1. We don't get no hit from anyone. We get through safely. The top 3 stay the same as we nearly cut the corner there, as we're still ahead of Fernando Alonso, so we're still leading the Grand Prix. No problems behind, I can't see, so heavy on the brakes for turn 3. Is there going to be a problem up here? I don't think so. Oh, there is. Klein. Who's it? Was it Webber? Ralf Schumacher. So we take Michael's place, and his brother runs into Klein. Okay, so we got, both of them are out of the Grand Prix by the looks of things, with the dots on the track map. Yeah, they're both out of the Grand Prix, so not too bad. We're still in the lead of the race so far. We're pulling away from Fernando Alonso. My goal for this season is finish every single Grand Prix, which we didn't in any season so far. Coming through this very fast sector, Alonso's still sticking with us, so if you wonder why I keep looking back, that's why. 0.8 of a second. We're not pulling away as much as we thought we would. But now coming to the end of the final lap of the the end of the first lap, sorry, not the end of the final lap. We're driving a beautiful looking Ferrari. There's Alonso pulling back, so that's probably going to be about 1.4 seconds, I would imagine, or 1.5 seconds. About 1.3, yeah, so I was right, about 1.4. As we're heavy on the brakes, now down into turn 1, heavy braking zone, and we're through safely. We lead our first laps with the Scuderia Ferrari team. And both Toyotas are at the back of the field, it looks like. Well, one of them's out of the Grand Prix, and then I think Trulli's at the back of the field. So nobody's really moved up or down for this Grand Prix, so hopefully Malaysia might be exciting, but then again, there's still plenty of time to go here in Bahrain. But we're starting to pull away big time over Fernando Alonso, well, it just proves that the Ferrari is a quick car. As we run wide there, we're still a bit shaky, still getting used to the pure speed difference between the Honda and the Ferrari. which is what Fernando Alonso had to put up with in 2015 when he went to McLaren Honda. He had to try and put up with this difference in speed between the Honda and the Ferrari for 2015. Haha, jokes. No jokes about McLaren Honda here, because so easily my engine could just let go at any time. So how are you guys today? How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. And if you let me know if you're also excited to see the final last charge in the F1 Championship Edition career. And Felipe Massa, our teammate, is boxing a lap before us. That's probably trying to get him to jump ahead of Alonso. But I feel like we could actually win the Constructors' Championship this year with Felipe. We've got a good chance at doing it. Alonso is second, yeah. Fourth is Fisichella. Yeah, we've had problems with Fisichella all throughout his career. Hopefully this time we're just going to be able to have a much quicker car than Fizzy. Which is interesting, we've not had one of the quickest cars. And I know in the real 2006 season, the Renault was the quickest. But this is the first time we're on an absolute, well, they're kind of similar pace, the Renault and the Ferrari on this game. So we've actually got, it's his first proper quick car. Although the Honda's not too bad, we managed to win 2 championships with them and plenty of races. Oh, indeed it will. So, but it doesn't matter now because we're coming into the pits. Don't spin it there. That's if we spin it now after 3.9 seconds, we've slowly been building this gap. And I don't know. I've been having some problems lately with when I won Grand Prix. It shows the trophy again and saves it, so I don't know if it's going to do it here if we end up winning here, but here we go, we're coming into the pit stop, interactive pit stops. We're basically at the top of the pit lane now, apart from the Renault mechanics, or is it the McLaren? Yeah, it'll be the McLaren and the Renaults, so here we go. Can we have a fast pit stop to match the fast car this season? Here we go, what's it going to be? Oh, 8 seconds exactly, I thought it was going to be sub 8 seconds. It almost was for a second there. But yeah, the pit stops, they can be kind of difficult, but who leads? Is that Fisichella leading? Have we got anybody coming? No, we ain't got nobody. We're behind Mark Webber in the Williams Cosworth that year. Is it the Williams Cosworth? I think it is, because I remember it becoming Williams Toyota at some point, because they had Toyota power in the back of that. As we slide through there, but we got a good run out of it compared to Webber. Can we risk it going up the inside at this next sector? Yes, we can. Risky pass there on Webber. We could have just stayed behind him. But I don't want to be leapfrogged by any cars behind us. And now, we know how much trouble Jacques Villeneuve has caused Ferrari over the years. Now, is he going to play fair? Or is he going to fight as hard as he wants? So I want to see him fight as hard as he can get, to be fair. As hard as he can in Formula 1. But I don't want him to give me too much trouble, of course, because I'm trying to win a Grand Prix. Although I'm not a Villeneuve fan, so... Yep, I know I should have optimum grip level as we come into the halfway stage of the Grand Prix. We're currently circulating lap 3 as we easily get past Jacques Villeneuve in the BMW Sauber. And the rest of the cars are pitting now. So we should stay out ahead of the rest of the field, but is that, oh no wait, so it's a Super Gurry that's out, so Ralf Schumacher is still in the race. Okay, so who's that? Raikkonen leads, because he's yet to pit with 2 laps to go. Kimi Raikkonen, your race leader here in Bahrain, as we've got a massive lead over Fernando Alonso as we've outbraked ourselves into turn 1 slightly. You see, that pit stop that we had was absolutely massive for us. 8-second pit stop, and we've got like a 7-second lead. Massa is closer to Fernando, but I don't think he's going to catch Fernando when we slide off of that curb. We should take the lead over Raikkonen when he pits. We shouldn't. I don't think we'll pass him on track. We would have to have an accident for us to pass him on track. Come on, Felipe, get a Ferrari 1-2. You can do it, mate. You can get past Alonso. If I can stay ahead of Alonso in a Ferrari, you can pass Alonso. There's Raikkonen. I can just see him going up ahead, but We're not close enough to pass him. He should be able to make it to pits without being overtaken by us. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting where he slots out. I think he's going to probably be. You see where the second Renault is on the track map, behind his teammate. I think Raikkonen will slot in between Fisichella and I believe Button. But I don't really know. I think he should fit into that place, or he might be between the two Hondas. As now we're coming around the final corner to start the final lap of the Grand Prix of Bahrain. We've got another car out, which is a BMW Sauber as well. But we take the lead of the Grand Prix into the last lap.
You've started the final lap of the
Race in the lead, we have indeed Mr. Martin Brundle. And can we win on our Ferrari debut? There's oil flag somewhere, that's why I'm going to run offline. I don't know the gap between us and Alonso. There's the oil. It's off, well, it's on racing line, but it'll be in the braking point, which thankfully I got out of the way of. And he's actually slotted in, Raikkonen has, between the two Hondas, so I was kind of right. But I thought it would be a bit further ahead, but what was the gap between us and Alonso then? Are we going to absolutely dominate this race? But Bahrain it's an easy race. It's an easy race on this game for some reason, but there's no taking away that I've had to fight for it. Well, no, I've not had to fight for it, that I've had to still had the skill enough to stay ahead and win probably our third Bahrain Grand Prix in a row. Coming around to the final sector, I'm going to keep an eye on what the time is between us and Alonso. Are they? They're showing signs of wear. Right, here we go. We set. Yep. Best so far this session. We're going to be over 10 seconds. 10.1 seconds between us and Fernando Alonso. As we come around the final turn. Here we go. We're coming to the start-finish line to do what Nigel Mansell, Kimi Raikkonen and Fernando Alonso did. And that is win on our debut for Ferrari. We win the Bahrain Grand Prix and take our second Grand Prix win in a row, because we won in Brazil. There is Barrichello, who we took place of in Honda for them two seasons, starting from the back end of season 2, that was. And here we are. So we win against Fernando Alonso, 10.7 seconds clear of the Renault driver. Our teammate Felipe Massa joins us on the podium in 3rd place. Montoya 4th, Fisichella 5th, Barrichello, Raikkonen, Button gets the last point for Honda, Trulli, Coulthard and Rosberg. Ralf Schumacher, Villeneuve, Liuzzi, Weber, Montero, Speed, Albers and Ide. And the cars failing to finish was Heidfeld, Klein and Takuma Sato. Klein, of course, was involved in a crash with Ralf Schumacher at the start of the race. So we lead the championship, all academic at this point. 10 points to me and 10 points to Ferrari. So that's going to be, I think, 16 points altogether with Massa's 6 points. So we're leading the Constructors' Championship by 4 points over Renault. And McLaren are 5 points behind Renault. But we are definitely looking to win the Constructors this year as well. So hopefully we can. And yeah, that was a fantastic Grand Prix. Race winners for Ferrari did what Mansell, Alonso and Raikkonen did, and that's win for Ferrari on our debut. So there we go, we win on his debut for Ferrari. I'm happy, yes, we won a Grand Prix for Ferrari, and yeah, it doesn't show us the trophy, which is a good thing. Fantastic performance, 10 points in the bag, yes, we dominated the field, which means we might be able to do that again in Bahrain. We won here last time we won here in Malaysia as well, so we're on top of the championship. Ferrari, we won the last race in Bahrain, of course, in Malaysia, sorry, keep getting that wrong, but let's have a look at his information as player statistics. There we go. Total races 73. We got 18 this season, so yeah, it might work out to be 90. So yeah, races for Team 1 for Ferrari. We've got 19 wins, 23 pole positions, and yeah, it's actually some very good stats there for our driver over 5 seasons. And yeah, so let's go. Well, we've only not finished 9 of our Grand Prix. No, I made that 11. Sorry, not 9. Yeah, so let's get on with the rest of the career, guys, and I will see you for the Malaysian Grand Prix. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you later.